Welcome to Destination Jamaica. As we celebrate our Independence Week, we have, Emancipendence Week. We have a variety of content to give you that relates to Jamaica's emancipation and independence. Now, if you haven't seen those videos before, check out our some short video, Why Jamaica Celebrates Emancipation. I'll put those links below. Now, let's get into today's video. So, as Jamaica got ready for its independence in 1962, one of the things they had to do was choose national emblems that would represent the facets of Jamaica's cultural, political, and economical life. These included the national song, pledge, anthem, prayer, and what we call the national symbols. Today, in this video, we'll take you through the national symbols, all 6 of them. But before we begin, do you know what our national symbols are? Tell us in the comments. Now, first up is that symbol that represents our national pride. Jamaicans proudly fly this high wherever they go. This symbol has 3 colors, or as we say in Jamaica, 3 color, that come together to create a one-of-a-kind representation of Jamrock. Do you know what this is? Answer right now. If you said the national flag, you are correct. Isn't it beautiful? The national flag. Did you know it is one of 2 flags in the world that features no red, white, or blue? The colors in our flag are gold, green, and black. So here goes. The sun shineth, the land is green, and the people are strong and creative. That's what these colors symbolize for us. Have you ever wondered who made or designed the flag? Well, research credits no particular person. It is said that a bipartisan committee of the Jamaica House of Representatives designed our national flag, which consists of a diagonal cross with 4 triangles placed side by side. The Jamaican flag was first raised at midnight on August 5th, 1962, as Jamaica welcomed independence. So, this is the flag we've used since independence. Do you know what the flag before independence looked like? Tell us in the comments. So that's the first symbol that we're speaking of. We're going to speak of the other, which is the Jamaican arms, the coat of arms. So the original coat of arms was made in February 1661 or 1662, designed by William Sancroft, who later became the Archbishop of Canterbury. The use of the royal helmet and the mantlings together is a unique distinction accorded Jamaica. The original Latin motto, Indus Uterque Serviet Uni. Hope I answered that wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments. So it has been changed to the one in English, which means out of many, one people. The people you are seeing on our arms represent the first people who lived in Jamaica. They are called the Arawaks or Tainos. A male and female Taino are standing on either side of the shield, which bears a cross with 5 golden pineapples. The crest shows a Jamaican crocodile mounting on the royal hamlet of the British monarchy and mantling. All right, so that's the coat of arms. Now let's move on to the third one, our national flower, not to be confused with our national tree. Now, the national flower is the lignum vitae, which is Latin for wood of life. It is indigenous to Jamaica and known for its medical qualities. In Jamaica, it grows best in the dry woodland along the north and south coast of the island. The tree is one of the most useful in the world. The plant is beautiful, producing an attractive blue flower and orange-yellow fruit, while its crown has a beautiful rounded shape. The extract of lignum vitae can be used for skin disorders, any breathing complaints and syphilis. That's what research says. And the resin from the tree is also to treat dry mouth and thirst. Also, it stimulates body heat and promotes circulation. So you probably hear of people, drinking lignum vitae, mixing it up and drinking it. Have you done it, or have you heard personally of any benefits of our national flower? Let us know in the comments. We definitely want to hear from you. Now let's move on to the national tree, which is the blue maho. It is called Hibiscus elatus. It is indigenous to our island and is often used for making wood items such as bowls, cabinets, picture frames, and other decorative items. It is lofty, grows fast, and tall, often getting to 20 meters, that is 66 feet. If it is in wetter areas, it will grow higher, up to 1200 meters, that is 4,000 feet. You can find it in Portland, sections of the Drunkard Mountain. Have you seen the national tree yourself? So, the national tree has a very distinct flower. It's a beautiful tree that is often used in reforestation. But sadly, like many species in the world, this tree is endangered because of deforestation and it's used for board. So it's something that we need to protect and plant as much as we can. Other than Jamaica, Cuba is the only place where the blue maho grows naturally. You may hear the inner bark being referred to as Cuban bark, as it is formerly used for tying Havana cigars bundles. The blue maho blooms in the later part of the year. The bloom starts as a flaming reddish-orange hibiscus-like flower. The older the flower becomes, the redder it becomes. It has a pod that splits in the earlier parts of the year. The tree has a straight trunk and broad green leaves. The polished wood has a blue-green streak in it, hence the blue in its name for that distinctive appearance. Maho is derived from a Carib Indian word. So interesting, right? The blue is for the look that you get in the polished wood, and the maho is derived from a Carib Indian word. Alright, so have you learned anything new? I know we all know the national symbols, but did you know all that about it? And if you know something that I haven't listed here, tell us in the comments. We're always looking forward to learning from you. Now let's move on to the national fruit. It is well loved in Jamaica, and it's called ackee. You probably wondered why, out of all the fruits that exist in Jamaica, why was ackee chosen as the national fruit? Well, maybe because it tastes real good and Jamaica made it edible. Before, it was unknown to science. It was grown in West Africa, so it is not indigenous to Jamaica, and it was not something that people eat, That's amazing. So ackee actually comes from the Twi language, the word Ankai. It is said that Captain William Bligh Mutiny on the Bounty fame took plants from the fruit in 1973 and brought it from England to Jamaica. Now, Williams was also said to be the first to bring breadfruit to Jamaica. In honor of this, the botanical name of the fruit, Baileya sapida, comes from his name. The part we refer to as the fruit is the aril. That yellow part we eat, that's what it's called. Aril. Ackee is said to be poisonous if unripe or unfit. They also say the water used to cook the unripe fruit can be poisonous. So you throw away that water when you cook the ackee. No, the tree itself grows up to 50 feet when in favorable conditions. When ripe, the pod bursts into sections, revealing the shiny black heads and the yellow aril. Now, there's actually a riddle about the black heads in the ackee pod. Can you tell us what that riddle is? We used to hear it all the time as kids. Now, pods, they should be open naturally. Be ready to pick, not force ripe. There's a particular way to cleaning ackee and preparing ackee to ensure that it is safe. And for that, we'll do a separate video, so stay tuned. Did you know that there are two main types of ackee that were identified? And you can tell the difference by the aril. A soft yellow aril is known as butter. A hard and cream color is known as cheese. We normally cook ackee with saltfish, which is known as our national dish. Is that something you enjoy as a Jamaican, ackee and saltfish? Or there's something else that you think should have been our national dish? There's actually a recent debate about changing our national dish, or at least excluding saltfish, as we have to get the saltfish, or what you call codfish, from another country. What are your thoughts about this? Let us know. Now, one final thing about ackee. It might be known as different names in different Caribbean countries. I think I heard of one country calling it guinep. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. Now we have one more symbol to go. So we named 5 so far. Which one are we missing out? If you say the national bird of Jamaica, ticky for you. So the doctor bird, or the swallowtail hummingbird, is the national bird of Jamaica. It is one of the most outstanding of the 320 species of hummingbirds. It lives only in Jamaica. These birds' beautiful feathers have no counterpart in the entire bird population, and they produce vibrant colors, characteristic only of that family. In addition to these beautiful feathers, the mature male, has 2 long tails which stream behind him when he flies. So that's the male bird that you're seeing that has the long tails. The females don't. Did you think that it was the female and not the male that has the long tails? You'll find in the animal kingdom that the males are more likely to be a bit more attractive and do more to get the attention of the female. It is kind of funny how science or how the animal kingdom works in some species, right? Now, for years, the doctor bird has been immortalized in Jamaican folklore and song. The origin of the name doctor bird is somewhat unsettled. It has been said that the name was given because the erect black crest and tails resemble the top hats and long tail coats doctors used to wear in the old days. Other schools of thought believe it refers to the way the bird lances the flowers with their bill to extract nectar. Which one do you believe? According to Frederick Cassidy, the bird is an object of superstition. The Arawaks spread the belief that the bird has magical powers. They call it the god bird believing it was the reincarnation of dead souls. This is manifested in a folk song which says, Dr. Bon a Connie Bod, hard bud for dead. Never heard of that before, have you? So it's a clever bird which cannot be easily, you can't just get rid of it like that. Alright, guys, so that's it for the national symbol. I remember seeing a Dr. bird up close. It was injured, we took it in and we helped it. It's a very beautiful bird. It's one of the most beautiful birds I've seen. So I'm so happy that we have such a bird in Jamaica. I love animals, I love birds, I love nature. Having all these national symbols is so representative of who we are, a natural, earthly country. Alright, so that's it for now, guys. We hope you learned something new. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, comment if you're still with us. Subscribe and share. And feel free to share the knowledge with us. If we've missed anything, if you know any interesting fact and you want to share, do comment and let us know. Alright, so that's it for now. Have a blessed one. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bless up always.